Hello everyone, and it is time for another product review. This time it is the Silk dairy-free whipping cream alternative, and I was really excited to see this. Not even sure why, because I never used whipping cream a lot in the past, but I have used it in the past, the non-vegan variety of course. But you know what, I'm always excited about new vegan products, and I know that this is something that a lot of us will appreciate. So I picked this up. It is 33% fat. It is of course dairy-free and vegan. Interestingly, I think the US packaging, at least as of last year, didn't say vegan on it. You know, lucky you, if you're in the US, you guys get all this stuff before we do. I think you've had this since 2020, and it's just come here. It is made from coconuts, and of course, I think it's also gluten-free, yep. And it is, I can't remember what Certified B Corporation, if I'm not wrong, is sort of ethical corporations. They do their best to make sure that they source things in the best way for the environment. In any case, it says shake well. It is perishable, keep refrigerated, and it's made from filtered water, coconut oil, sunflower oil, fava bean protein, guar gum, sunflower lecithin, and natural flavor. So, not too bad in terms of that. In terms of the ingredient list, I mean. Nutrition facts: for every tablespoon, 45 calories, 5 grams of fat, 3 grams of saturated fat, no trans fat, no carbohydrates, no fiber, no sugar, no protein, no cholesterol, no sodium, no potassium, no calcium, no iron. Okay, so I've just made another batch of my vegan butter, and I made that with oat milk. It's not quite set yet, but I also used a little bit, maybe like a teaspoon of this whipping cream in there. It's beautifully creamy. I did open it already, obviously, as I said. I put a dollop in my vegan butter, and now I'm going to make a little bit of whipped cream. A whipped cream recipe that would be like a cup of heavy cream, 2 tablespoons of like icing sugar, and a teaspoon of vanilla. So I'm just gonna half that recipe. So I'm gonna put my half a cup. Okay, I want you guys to see this. There we go. Look at that. Do you see how thick that is? Super thick. I forgot to taste it. It has the slightest coconut flavor to it. I don't know if you saw. It's super thick. The slightest coconut flavor, but not too much at all. At least with what do you call it? At least before I whip it up. So it's not offensive, but obviously if you're allergic to coconut, you gotta stay away. So I'm gonna put a tablespoon of some icing sugar in there. You can also use maple syrup. And I'm just using this cup so I can whip it up in like a sort of easy, like a high contained container. Am I making any sense at this moment? Probably not, but you get the point. And half a teaspoon of vanilla. So that's all you're gonna need for this. And guys, I'm doing this for the first time with you on camera, which is something, if you watch this channel, you know I like to do. I like to test things out live and we see if it works or not. So this is one of those times. Okay, maybe I'll give it a little stir to start, and then I'm going to start. How it's coming. It's already coming a little bit. Let me just work on this and I'll be back. Okay. I didn't want to over whip it. So you can take this and, you know, use it on fruit or on pies, etc. It's hard to properly show this like this, guys, but you can see it's thick, it's whipped. And it tastes delicious. All right. Okay, so I've used it in my vegan butter. I'm gonna make caramel with this as well. I think that's what I'm gonna do next. I have some caramel, but I wanna make a caramel using this. So I should point out that it is really light and fluffy, the way a whipped cream that I remember from the past being a typical dairy whipped cream. It is really delicious. Yeah, I mean, this is going to be perfect for anyone who has wanted a whipping cream. This is it. It's right here. And it is the Silk dairy-free whipping cream alternative. Amazing. All right, guys, that's all for now. See you soon. Hi guys, some of you know that I'm also a writer and I have a new book hitting the shelves. It's probably already on the shelves in the US at bookstores and drugstores, and if not, it will be out very soon. Definitely coming very soon to Canada. A cold case crime where the heroine goes back to town 10 years after the murder of her best friend and her boyfriend, and there's suspicions that swirl around her, but there's also a killer waiting to finish some unfinished business. Hope you guys will check it out. See you in the next video.